Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 with the Rude Man. That's my Rubicon. Anyway, yeah. Ta-da. Grab my controller. Let's get some farming going. It's farming time. Now notice my little rig is gone. I landed on the ground today. That's good. I didn't even get a chance to change my shirt. I got a Star Trek shirt on. Hey, thanks, Scorp. How you doing? My Rubicon. Oh, basketball. Can I play basketball? By God, I can pick it up. Oh, sweet. Look at me. I got real long arms. Hey, a swish. Oh, jeez. The little things in life. What was I doing? Looks like I was filling the truck up with feed, or kind of, sort of. Do I need to start the rig? Evidently. Or is that all I got? Maybe that's all I got. Talk about crop rings. Got your new monitor running, lots of real estate space. Sweet. So you get to see more work, right? Look, lots of food. The hub, huh? The hubba, hubba, hubba. I'm a happy boy. Hubba, hubba, hubba. Hubba, 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 hubba. I can't remember that song. There was a... back in the day when you used to go to the electronics department of stores and they had all the lines of the TVs and stuff up, you know, and they always had, at this time, it was a VCR. They always had a demo VCR that they had running so that you could see the best picture you could see. And there was some kind of a animated cartoon of this farmer guy driving down the road in a horse-drawn wagon, and he's singing, "I'm a happy boy, hubba, hubba, hubba." And I don't remember the song, but it was funnier than all hell. And that's one of the things they were using to demonstrate how great the TVs looked back then. And I had that tape for the longest time. I can't even remember where I got it. Somebody gave me a copy of it from one of the stores. I don't remember. I've tried to look to see if I could find it online, and I haven't been able to.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Tim, cheers. First round's on Tim. Last call for alcohol. Have to serve up a little mead to go along with the beer. Oh, wait, I was going to see if we had any straw. I need some straw. Where'd I get the oats? I think I bought the oats. I think I did. I think I bought the oats to feed the horses. Straw. I got a little bit. I don't have a lot. I got a little bit. We'll go straw up the cows. Hey, what's up? Laura Artist, how are you doing? We just call you Laura. I'm doing good, Tim. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. I remember one of the very first YouTube channels that I watched was two guys that talked about gaming. And of course, they're always trying to be entertaining. Even I try to be entertaining at times. But they used to come on and they would introduce themselves. And the one guy would come on and says, I'm such and such, and this is what I've done, and this is what I do, and blah, blah, blah. And then the other guy would say, and I'm such and such, and I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Well, nobody asked him. But he always said it that way. And it always kind of made me laugh. Because the other guy never asked him how he was doing. Never. But he always asked that. Yeah. He always answered that way. And I'm just doing fine. Thank you very much for asking. Wow, they took all the straw I had. Didn't quite fill up the right side. Tim says he's playing Farm Sim 22, No Man's Land, and he's growing sunflowers and soybeans. Where am I from? I was born and raised in Washington State. In my adulthood, I moved to Oregon for work, and I've been here ever since. So I've been in Oregon about 30 years or so. Don't forget the corn dryer. I did forget the corn dryer. I have corn in it, I think. How was the weather today? We had quite a storm this morning. It stormed throughout the night. I live on the coast, by the way, so we always have little storms coming in off the ocean. And so I actually live in town, but I'm on the outskirts of town. Towards the west, which means I'm pretty close to the ocean. I'm only a couple miles away. So the weather comes in all the time. And let's see, I was going to go check on that dried corn. But we had last night and into about, 9 o'clock this morning, we had some wind gusts and rain, hard rain. And this afternoon is just kind of a mild sprinkle, a little bit warmer than it's been the last couple days. Typical coast weather, wet and cold. Laura, the way you said that reminded me of Mario. Laura says, "Okay, that's a nice." Isn't that what Mario would say? It's a Mario. That's a very nice. That's a nice. You mean today? I just started at 1 o'clock my time, so I've only been on about 9 minutes. If you're talking about how long have I streamed, I'm not much of a streamer. I didn't start streaming until just a couple of years ago. Mostly I do videos. I try to do quality videos, so even from the start I tried to do them at the best resolution I could do. And my first couple of years I was pretty poor, didn't have very good equipment. All right, let's see if we've got any of that dried corn in here yet. We have corn. Why is it not? Did I not turn? Well, I must have turned it on at some point. All right, I'll have to check it once we get off here. Boy, this stuff's coming out slow, isn't it? Maybe I'll get out and look. All right, let's take a look and see what we're doing here. Go to production. The corn dryer is on. It is active. I got plenty of propane and a little bit of corn. I'm guessing it's just slow. It just dries really slow, I guess. All right, we'll run back to the farm and sell this stuff. My dream game? I don't know. I don't really have one. I probably streamed this one mostly because... JJ scared me. Whoa! Look at that little guy just run me over. That scared me, JJ. How you doing, buddy? I started my channel by playing one game, and that was this farming sim. And I gained my 5,000 subscribers on this game. So generally, this is the game I stream mostly. Most of the times when I stream anything but this game, I don't get a lot of views because most of the people got here by playing farming sim, and they don't really care for other games. So it's hard for me to play other games, although I do, because I'm not really into this for growing a huge channel and making money on it. That's not my deal. It's just a hobby. I do what I enjoy to do. And as a matter of fact, I've said recently, I don't even play this game anymore, the farm sim. I don't play it for recreation. I only stream it for the chat, for the people that want to see the farm sim. When I'm done today, I'll shut this game off and I won't turn it on again until I stream the next time. I just don't play it anymore. Where'd my basketball go? My basketball's gone. I just used it. That's weird. Do I have a dog that stole my basketball? Well, that's weird. Huh. So as far as streaming goes, between, I don't know, mostly this game, I guess. I've streamed Red Dead Redemption a few times. Optimus Prime. Cool. Dennis is in the house. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Yeah, Scorpion's got it. I stream mostly at night, mostly. Which isn't true. I mostly in the daytime, but... doing good, Dennis. Thank you very much. All right, what do I have to do here? Last stream, I was making sure that everything was fertilized. I think we finished. Let me just double check, and then we'll run some time. Wait a minute. I didn't do this canola field? Are you kidding? I thought for sure I did. Maybe I stopped in the middle of it. I don't have the canola done. Whoa. Is this my field? Yeah, this is sorghum. Sorghum's done. Oh, I need to finish the cotton, don't I? Cotton Eye Joe. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Oh, he not done. All right. Let's get him finished off. Okay, in the meantime, let me find my plow. We'll go plow the other little cotton field over there. Let me turn that off. Let's see, that and GPS and off. Can I get through there without ramming? Oh, no, I don't think I can. Nice try, though. Spread the slurry. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that, Tim, right away. Scorpion, have you ever seen me spread a slurry in your lifetime? I go to Scorpion because Scorpion's been watching my channel since I started. Tim's beating the snot out of himself, or the tree is. Yeah, if I have slurry, I sell it for chocolate milk. All right, this shouldn't take long with this big old plow. Yeah, over the years, I can't tell you how many people come in and said, man, you'd have 1 million subscribers if you played this game. I don't think so. I've been shadow banned. There's nobody going to find my channel unless they're specifically looking for it. The only way you can find my channel is if you type in my channel name and search for it. You're never going to find it. So I could play any game in the world you want me to, and nobody's going to see it because YouTube has me shadow banned. They don't promote my channel in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, people come and say you should play. What's some of those games that people play? Roblox and Call of Duty. They've told me I should play that. They told me I should play Fortnite. Oh, if you paid Fortnite, man, you'd have 1 million subscribers. No, I wouldn't. Maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Even as short as 3 years ago, I was still getting 10, 15 subscribers a month or so. At one point, I was getting about 100 a month. But now, back in those days, if you typed in Farm Sim, my name would pop up because I had, I've got over 3,000 videos out there. And that's a lot of videos. But now you type in my name, you get absolutely nothing. I mean, or if you type in Farm Sim, I'm not even on the list. So, yeah, nobody's going to find me, and I don't really care. I know where I'm at. Nobody has to find me. I'm too old to really worry about it. I'm 70 years old. I mean, who knows how long I'm going to keep doing this. It's a lot of work for me, to be honest. Tim says he's been watching since 2017. That's a long time, Tim. I wonder if I can plow that. I better get that thing out of the road. Let's see here. Let's do something like this. I hear somebody's bird. Or is that in the game? Anybody hear that bird? Must be in the game. I thought Andy was here with his parrot. Okay, turn that off. See if it'll let me back in the tractor. Let me in. My old Farmer Dynasty videos. Yeah, that's funny. I got a comment on a Farmer's Dynasty video this weekend. And it was from episode number 2. And this girl says, I laughed through this whole episode. Your commentary is brilliant, she said. Just laugh. I told Carol, I said, see, somebody at least thought I was entertaining. I should go back and watch that episode. It was episode 2 of Farmer's Dynasty, when Farmer's Dynasty was still on early access. I should go back and look at it and see what I was so brilliant about. It must be from somebody from Great Britain, because we don't say brilliant like you guys do. Like we don't use the word mental. We just say people are crazy. Man, that person's nut, and you guys say nutter. That's a nutter. We say no, they're just crazy. Hey, it's mead time. How do you ask? Is it Iscott? Is that how you're going with that, Iscott? How you doing? Okay, so this guy's done, and he's leased. So let me. Let's get back to the field with this guy, or the farm.
Yeah.
JJ's delivering it up. Don't spill any, JJ. You got to wonder how he's holding all that crap up. That would be heavy. He ain't heavy, he's your bear. I don't know if I can get across that ditch. Do I even want to try? Tim's worried I'm not going to get the cotton out of here. I'm taking it to the sell point and dropping it off, so I don't have to carry it there. Don't worry, Tim. I know it's in there. Tim says he doesn't want me to plant corn. I don't know why. But he doesn't like corn, I guess. He's not Jimmy, it's Timmy. Jimmy cracks corn. Timmy don't want corn. Anybody seen Andy today? All right, I'm gonna lay an egg right here. So let's see, what do we got? Full unload. Why? I don't know why. So we're just going to plop this thing down. Where is it? Oh, it sold it already. What did I get? 39,000. Wow. That was a quick sell. We're going to return this to the store. I don't need it anymore. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. Let's go back out and finish that plow job, and then we'll speed time a little bit. Corn is necessary, need to keep the dryer full. Yeah, that's why I don't understand why he didn't want me to plant it. Tim don't like no corn, I guess. Please plant corn, I might have missed something. Well, just a minute ago you told me don't plant corn. Don't worry, I'm a professional. Yeah, don't do this at home. I'm a professional. This is dangerous work. Tim, I'm teasing you, buddy. You did say don't, though. I can still see it. It's that you said, can you please don't plant some corn? That's what your message said, and that's why I was saying that. I know that you're just kidding, and I'm just teasing you. So there you go. I was gonna do some corn anyway. Corn's necessary. Corn is necessary. You can't have cornflakes for breakfast if you don't plant corn. So, Tim, we fooled each other, I guess. Wonder if I can just hire somebody from here. Let's see if we can get this back to the sell point. We're going to do that again. Whoops, I double tapped it. I'm running as fast as I can. Running through the jungle. Whoa! Ran into a building. There it went. 40 and 112, so it'd be 152. Not too bad. And you can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat. If you're English, you put, and you're making a pie, do you make a pudding pie or do you make a meat pie? My favorite death reason on death certificates, failure to thrive. Yeah. There could be one that was better. One of these days you're going to run into one where it says that this person has assumed room temperature. That's a hell of a ditch here. Look at that. Is there water in there? Mud. There's mud in there. And sticks and stones to break your bones. Okay, and look, there's still alfalfa on here I didn't get plowed up. Why? I plowed this. Why is there still alfalfa growing on the edge? I don't get it. All right. So, while I'm waiting for that plow job to finish, let's grab the fertilizer rig and put some lime in it. If I can find it. It's over here somewhere. There it is. With that great big tractor on it. Okay, so this is fertilizer. I think that's lime over there. There's only about 3 containers of lime. So we're gonna plop over here and just drop it like it's hot. Right, cheer. Scorpion, did somebody ask for Discord up above? I think I saw it. I think somebody was asking for a Discord invite. You can wait. If Andy comes in, he can do it. I keep forgetting Scorpion's at work. Don't worry about Scorp. We'll take care of it. Andy will be here anytime now. Andy might be lurking. He's been doing that lately. Death by dodging a deer on a motorcycle, that would suck. Yeah, it would. I got hit by a pheasant on a motorcycle once. About knocked me out. That was the second thing that happened to me, but pheasant. The first one was I was in my car driving home from Yakima, and it was 100 degrees in Yakima. I didn't want to do the air conditioner. I had the windows down, music up loud. And a pheasant flew in the window and smacked the steering wheel. Knocked himself out cold. I pulled over the side of the road to keep from crashing, and kind of grabbed it by the wings and threw it out the window. It was still alive. What could I do? I'm not a vet. But yeah, and then the second time I was on my motorcycle, and I had my car in the shop, and I had a buddy with me. I put him on the back of my motorcycle. We drove to Yakima. I paid for the repairs, and then my buddy was going to drive my car home. And so I'm following him on my motorcycle. And we're on the highway. So we're doing 55, 60 miles an hour. And this pheasant hits the windshield of my car and comes flopping over and smack in my lap on the motorcycle. It just right in my lap. I look down and said, what the hell? I'm squirreling all over the place, trying to figure out what the hell just hit me. And I looked down and it was moving, and I thought, what? I freaked out. I had to pull over and wring my shorts out. But nobody was hurt in that production either, but pheasants weren't my favorite thing. Anybody got any trick-or-treat candy left? We never had one person show up. So we got a section close to where I live that was pretty much, wetlands, and they turned it into new housing. And, okay, what's happening here? And that's where everybody was. Carol said Jagan wanted to go trick-or-treating, so we dressed him up like one of the Blues Brothers. And, okay, now what's that over there? Oh, that was lime as well. I had more lime than I thought I did. Anyway, we dressed him up, and Carol drove him up to new housing. And Carol said you could not. She had to stop the car and walk 3 or 4 blocks just to get to the housing area. There were so many people up there. She said there had to be 1,000 cars up there. Now, there's only 5,000 people live in the area, so I doubt if there was really 1,000 cars up there. But that's what she said, and I'm not going to dispute it. Who am I to dispute something like that? Okay, do that. Let's do... Oh, that didn't work. Did I turn that? Oh, I did. Okay, so let's look at the setup. We're going to do lime. We're going to lime it. We're going to lime it. We're going to put it on there and lime it. Diddle 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 and lime it. Oh, not that. That'll do it. And then turn it on. We got to turn it on. So we're looking for GPS. Turn it on. Turn it on. Nope, we have to unscroll it. In case anyone cares, Texas Rangers won. What were they? What were they in competition with the FBI or something? Why do the Texas Rangers, coming from the biggest state around, everything's big in Texas except for a Texas Ranger badge? The Texas Rangers have the smallest badges I think I've ever seen, and that never made any sense to me. I'm a Texas Ranger. How do you know? See my badge? No, I can't see your badge. Your thumb's in the way. Oh, you mean a sports club? Oh, Texas Rangers. I got you. I thought you were talking about the police force.
Oh, yeah.
Who was that? Tim. Tim's going to get us all drinking today. Tim, you know I don't drink, right? I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't chase women I can't catch, which has relegated me to walkers and wheelchairs now. So, at my age. Easier to hide if you're undercover. Why are they under the covers? What kind of rangers are they? Get out from under my covers. The world's serious. All right, there's that. Now we go over to the other one. Texas. It's the Texas Rangers. Craig Dodd's in the house. Scorpion only drinks on a day that ends in Y. All right, we got the plowing done, it looks like. Let's get him off the field. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Stop. You missed a whole bunch of stuff here. I want a clean field. I'm not OCD, I just want a clean field. On days that end in why? On days that end in why not? Speaking of that, today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday already. This time is just flying by, I'm telling you, man. Oh, don't forget this weekend, we have to change the clocks. On the 5th. What's today? The 2nd? 3rd? What is today? I think today's the 2nd. Anyway, let's see. It's fall back, spring forward, fall back. So we gained an hour's sleep this time. Jeremy Burnett's in the house. Hola, he says. So, yeah, we're gonna gain an hour of sleep on Saturday night. Another Saturday night, and we're gonna gain some time. Another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money 'cause I just got food. All right, now we can get going here. What happened? Fall back on Sunday and sleep the extra hour. Craig, when do you guys flip your time over? Because you guys were a little bit. Were you early from us? We went in March into daylight savings time. I wish they would stop that. Everybody voted for them to stop it, but stupid Congress won't get off their ass and do their job. All they have to do is ratify it. It's already voted on. And they're doing the business of the American people. Yeah, right. The American people voted on it, and they can't. All they have to do is ratify it. It take a what do they call those poundy things? They're hammers. Boom! It's done. Ratified. They're too busy doing who knows what. But it certainly isn't working. So, I mean, you can talk about a lot of stuff and find differences globally. Talk about things, weather. You can talk about sports, and things are different from country to country. You may have, I mean, what we call football is not what you call football. You know, I can go on and on about things being different in different countries. We don't eat the same kind of food you eat. We certainly don't eat damn beans for breakfast. Anyway, but if you talk about how bad politicians are, doesn't matter what country you're in, everybody's going to shake their head and say, that's right, they're worthless. Politicians are the same worldwide. They're worthless. Now you know why I'm shadow banned. And he's still sleeping. Yours went back 29th of October, so a week. So it's just a week difference. Yeah. I wish they'd just stop. Really. It's a pain. I don't actually mind it so much now that I don't have to get up and go to work anymore. I mean, hell, it's been 10 years since I retired. 10 years in July. And, you know, I'm happy because the statistics are that most people, the majority of the people that retire die before 5 years of retirement. I got 10 years in, I'm still feeling pretty good. Can't complain. Well, I could complain, nobody listen. Nobody cares. I ain't got nobody. Man, it's getting hot in here. I'm going to have to open the windy and let some of the storm in. Actually, the storm's kind of gone. It's not windy anymore. It was really windy this morning. Lee-do-de-do-de-do. I'm almost done, then we'll speed some time up, see if we got any crops to do. I could do that grass. Barbecue. We get a good old Texas barbecue. I want some Tex-Mex. I've never had Tex-Mex. I'm not entirely sure what it is. But I've heard a lot about it over the years. I'm not real big on barbecue though. I mean, I don't like barbecue sauces. I don't eat barbecue ribs. I don't like food I have to pick at. I like to be able to shovel. And so I don't like food that I have to daintily pick at and bite off of and chew around a bone, that kind of thing. That's not for me. I'm a shovel guy. So, as a matter of fact, it'd be perfect if somebody chewed it for me. That would be good. Then I could just bite and swallow. Yeah, I was going to change my shirt. I got a Star Trek shirt on. You can barely see the characters on it. Anyway, it was just my lounge around shirt, and I usually put a nicer shirt on before I stream, and I was going to shave. I got a 2-day growth here, and under here, I was going to shave. I was going to put a new shirt on. I needed to cut my fingernails. I was going to get prepared, and I just looked at the clock and said, "Oh, hell with it. I'll do that when I'm done." Okay, so let's see. I need to do a little something here. We'll do that and finish this field off. Texas brisket don't need no barbecue sauce. Yeah, that's something we haven't had in a while. Good roast. Boobity boobity boo. Let's see. Do I dare? Do I dare? What was it? Whoa, jeez. JJ got me twice today. All right. Scared me. We're going to do some corn. Tim told me not to do it, so I'm going to do it. Just because. Because of the wonderful things he does. Diddly-diddly-do. We're off to see the wizard. The wonderful wizard of Oz. Okay. Do some corn. It's corn time. When it's corn time in the city. Ring-a-ling. Hear them sting. Okay, so let's get the GPS on again and do a little setup here. I'm going to do some seating. And let's set this up. We're going to do something like that and flop it around, turn it on, drop it like it's hot. And off we go. Yeah, I know you were, Tim. I know everything. I hear everything. I don't always see everything. I can't see through the dust right now. Yeah, the Baldur's Gate game that I've been playing had patch number 4 since it came out today. 16 gigabytes of changes and fixes. It's a biggin'. And so I've got a bunch of mods going. So I thought, oh, great, I won't be able to play today if it updated on me. Because of the mods. A good patch always breaks the mods. So I had a couple of mods got broke, but that's okay. I did a workaround, and I was playing up until time I had to come on here. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'll go back to it. But Scorpion, are you still playing this map? Hey, Big Daddy. How you doing? Big Daddy's in the house. Or as Scorpion says, BDG. I'm still doing corn, right? Yeah. Oh, look. ODC, OCD, ODC, CD. I'm dyslexic as well. My green tractor getting dirty. Hey, my paint job is peeling. Or is that just dirt? Don't get stuck on a tree. I can't tell if that's dirt or if it's peeling the paint off. Might be a little bit of both. Might be. Might be maybe. Might be maybe. Might be maybe. I'm gonna get stuck in a ditch. Wait, I'm gonna have to take it careful here. Oh! I guess I don't know how to take it careful. So Jagan wanted to watch The Hobbit because he's reading a book in school. And he asked if we could watch it last night. And I said, no. And he said, why not? And I said, we don't have enough time. And I told him, I said, there's 3 movies and they're 2-3 hours apiece. And he looked at me, but there's only 1 book. And I said, yeah, I know. So what we watched was Battleship instead. I haven't seen Battleship for a while. I liked Battleship. I thought it was an extra fine movie. I didn't have any trouble with it. I thought it was pretty good. I'll say anybody see Battleship and people look at me like, what are you talking about? It's a movie, man. You should see it. It's got the Mighty Mo in it. I've actually been on the Mighty Mo. The Mighty Mo, when they were taking it to its last destination, had a pit stop here in Astoria, and it was here for a month or so at the dock. And so we got to take a tour of it. It's cool. It's cool. Mighty Mo. Anyway, it's in this movie. It's the star of the movie, actually. The Mighty Missouri, a battleship from the Big War. I thought it was. I thought it was very good. And how can you not how can you not like a movie with Liam Neeson in it? Because he has a certain kind of skill, I hear. I don't know. He has a certain skill set that helps him get out of trouble and stuff. What map is this? This is, well, we were talking about it. It's Missouri. Alma, Missouri. Just like the battleship. Yeah, that was cool to see those old veterans start up old Big Mo. The aliens, they couldn't go up against Big Mo because Big Mo is old. The technology, they didn't see the technology as being a threat because, it's just gunpowder, man. What's that? What are they going to do with that? There's no electronics on it. They couldn't stop it. It kicked their ass, man. Big Mo took out the aliens. Alma, Missouri. You got it. I know some people from Missouri. Then they call it misery. I thought it was funny because Liam Neeson's known for his height. He's a tall guy. But there's another guy in that movie that plays the brother of the protagonist, and he's taller than Liam Neeson. He also played Tarzan in the latest Tarzan movie. He played, if you ever watched HBO's vampire show, I can't think of the name of it, True Blood. He was the big Viking vampire in True Blood And I don't know how tall he is, but he's got to be at least 6'5" or 6'6" or something like that. He's pretty good size. And he played Tarzan in a movie a couple years ago. I just can't think of his name. He's a big Scandinavian, so he's got a Scandinavian name. Your sister lives in Missouri? I mean, do you only have one sister, Scorpion? Well, I can't remember what your siblings were. I think one was a doe. Was one a bear? I can't remember. It's a deer. Oh, deer, 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 deer. What happened? That's not the button I wanted. Oh, don't do that. I lost the game. There we go. Okay. Hit GPS, man. GPS. Six years, huh? Is it just the two of you then? Sounds like a song. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. We were talking about pies in the last live stream, and I can't get pies out of my mind now. Come on, Thanksgiving, it's pie time. Didn't make the .5. Good for them. We only planned on 2. We ended up with 3. And I didn't mind. I mean, I grew up in a big family, so it didn't bother me any. But we only actually planned for 2. I wanted a boy and a girl. We had a girl and a boy, so that was good enough. And then Amy showed up unexpectedly. Don't know how. I wasn't there. Carol gets mad when I say that. So I don't know how. I know where she came from because I saw it in the hospital, but I don't know how it got in there. JJ's got to go. It's dinner time. No problem, JJ. We know priorities. Scorpion and I know priorities when it comes to food. Food's always first. It's like being in the army. That old army saying, that eat when you can because you never know when your next meal's going to be, and sleep when you can because you never know when the next time is you can get a little shut eye. Those are the two rules for military, especially if you're out in the field. So never pass up a meal. If somebody says, there's a meal ready, and you look at the clock and say, oh, it's an hour till dinner time. But nope, eat now. Get it, man. Don't pass it up. You'll never get it back. Anyway, see you, JJ. Have a good dinner there. Yeah, I think he was heading for the neighbor's house and just got tired and stopped at ours for some reason. Yeah, never call me late for dinner. Uh-oh, the dust is coming in. All right, now we can speed time up. Let's get the GPS turned off. Head for the ditch. We got our little ditch witch. Oh, I did hit it. I thought I was going to miss it. CFL's in the house. How's the weather? Whether or not we're together. Together we do it much better. We had a storm this morning, and it's been rainy all day. Rain all night, rain all day. And what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to speed time up. All day, all night, Marianne.
Oh, yeah.
Tim's serving it up again. Tim's got money burning a hole in his bucket. I'm using a Gleaner S98. It's a coup. A Gleaner S98 combine on my grain farm on FS22 on PC 16X map. Horseradish. Hello. Horse, how are you? Scorpion redeemed a cow because the cow, it was a sinner. That cow was sinning, man. Whoa, Jesus. Craig. You guys forget I got headphones on. There's no getting away from that. Oh, jeez. Tim got a new tractor. Did I actually sleep now? I can't remember. It is 8 o'clock. I guess I did. So let's run around, see what we got. Looks like oats are ready. We got oats ready. Canola's, grass is ready. The grass was ready yesterday, but looks taller today. Wow, the tractor got little. How did that happen? CFL's name took up the whole picture. So corn's not ready. Obviously not. I just planted it. I'm going to go another day because I don't want to harvest just part of one field. And we're waiting for the canola. Canola isn't even yellow yet. Andy's in the house. Andy, where you been, buddy? Andy's going to tell us he was lurking again. Andy, you feeling okay? I'm worried when Andy doesn't show up because he's not been well lately. I know the feeling. Both kids are sick with the cold, and I'm trying to keep completely away from the little boogers. I don't want them within 10 feet of me. Get the hell out of here. But we love you, Grandpa. Yeah, we love you. Get away. Wow, this is a long night. Jeez. That took a while. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The wool is full. Okay, so some more oats are growing, but they're not grown up. The canola still isn't even yellow. I might have to go with that, with the oats, just to get them off. What do we got here? The sorghum is... The sorghum? I didn't know sorghum was yellow. Transporting kegs. You need to catch up with your time. Well, we're there this weekend, Andy. Saturday night, we gain an hour's sleep, so... Hey, it's time for me to to have a little. That damn it! I got that Barks root beer again. Time to get a little something, something. We got a little something, something here. Good old Mountain Dew. And we get our fancy automatic machine here that drops it in. Pop a top. Ah. Is a good. Is a very good. Mountain Dew. With a kitty cat. Get a hyper pussy here. Did I really I know why you guys are doing that, because I have to be quiet whilst that thing's going. You're trying to shut me up. Just like the government. Government's trying to shut me up. I don't have a trailer to pick this stuff up, so I'm going to have to do it the hard way. Let's see, I think I can probably speed it up a little faster than that. Andy, don't ruin my way. Oh, hey, wait, I got a pickup. Where's my Rubicon? I don't have a truck, but I got pickups. Get in the old Rubicon. And then I don't know if I can put the tailgate down. Is it an unfold car? Well, I guess it does. It unfolds the car. Isn't that something? It's even got belts on it. It doesn't have an auto load though. It doesn't have an auto wash. You need an auto wash. Shut up, sheep. Whoop doo 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 da 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 da. Oh da da do. Oh no! Don't do that. Drop it. Oh, stop it! Why is it doing that? Come on, flop it, flop it, flop it. Doesn't quite fit in there. That's why, I guess. All right, let's see if we got. It says we have straps, so let's see if we do. By golly, it barely got that one. Sounds like the engine's missing. All right, come on. Huh. All right, let me see here. Back. Slam the brakes on. No, that didn't work. There it went. There it went. There it went. Needs to be on the tailgate, I guess. I can tie her up. You know, I was telling you that I watched the Battleship. The reason I watched Battleship is I was clicking through YouTube shorts, and there was a short of a group playing Thunderstruck. And is that AC/DC Thunderstruck, or is that Guns N' Roses? I can't remember who did Thunderstruck. Anyway, I'm not a rock and roller, so I don't know these things. But I heard Thunderstruck, and I thought, oh, that's the song they played during the Mighty Mo section of the movie, and that got me to thinking I haven't seen that movie in a while. Maybe I'll watch it. Okay. There we go. All right. Jump in the old Rubicon. Come on. Oh, don't pick it up. Get in it. Oh, look what happened. Somebody didn't strap it in. Well, let's see if I can ramming speed it. We'll get it up. Ram speed it. Close enough for government work. Let's get back in it. And put the straps on this time. Hey, the straps got it in the middle there. Oh, you can't hear the engine from the inside. There we go. I never did see, we only made a couple thousand on those. Oh, was it AC/DC? Okay. I thought it was AC/DC, and I thought, no, wait a minute, maybe it was Guns N' Roses. I never really listened to either of those groups. I'm not a rock and roller. I was more into Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra stuff. Roger Whittaker, Eddie Rabbitt, B.J. Thomas. As close I got to rock and roll was Creedence Clearwater, which isn't that close. Meatloaf. I did a lot of Meatloaf. Meatloaf was like going to the opera. As far as I know, Meatloaf was the only rock and roll opera. You know what I mean? Rock opera. I need some oil. Give me some WD-40. That thing was squeaky. Look out. Oh, oh. That's not right. You should be able to hit a deer. We hit deers all the time in this country. All right, enough of that. What's next? Let's see. We got that done. I guess we'll go spend another night. Meatloaf, you've been thunderstruck. Yeah, so Rihanna was in that movie. I kept waiting for Ron to replay, but they didn't play that song. Or is it Palm de Replay? I think it's Palm de Replay. Palm de Replay. What a stupid name for a song. Hey there, DJ. Turn the music up. It's the only song I know of hers. Not my kind of music. All right, so we got oats. Let's get started. I only got one combine, so we'll let her rip. That's not the combine. Stop it. Give me the combine. Well, that's not the combine either. One of those three, that has to be the combine. There we go. Yeah, dinner time. Venison. Nothing better. Especially around here, because the deer around here, they eat a lot of grass and a lot of grain because of the farmers, you know. They get out and eat. They're grain fed. The deers that we used to get at home, we got from up in the mountains around the Yakima Valley, which is all sagebrush. And the deer you get is really gamey meat. It has a distinct flavor to it that's kind of, it's just kind of, oh. I thought the windrow was off and I stopped it. I just fired somebody. Who'd I fire? Wasn't Matt. So we used to go hunting in central Washington where all the grain fields were, because again, the deer, they'd get into grain fields and they were grain fed. It's like eating beef. Good eating. I used to know a guy that raised dogs and he was a bear hunter. I only had bear one time and it was okay. It's kind of greasy meat. I'm gonna let this guy go and see what he's gonna do. He's gonna hit my tractor, isn't he? Man, that was close. I almost started calling my insurance company on that one. All right, let me move my seat back. Oh, just relax here. Hey. Watch this guy work. Hey, Mr. DJ, turn the music up. Anthony, how are you? Mr. Blair's in the house. Don't tell Chris you've eaten bear. I think I enjoyed the bear better than I did the snake. I had rattlesnake a couple times. Of course, I wasn't told what I was eating. And these people say it tastes like chicken. Yeah, everything tastes like chicken. Makes you kind of wonder what human being tastes like. No, it doesn't. I don't even wonder. I don't even wonder. But if everything else tastes like chicken, what do we taste like? Ass, I would say. Falling asleep. Yeah, he's gonna have to work around that tree somehow. Oh, he's gonna do this. Okay. See, these guys are smarter than I am. I'd have just run over the tree. I think he's stuck on the tree. Yeah. He's stuck on a tree. Well, we got out of that one. How's Anthony doing today? Uh-oh. Somebody's OCD is going to kick in because I'm going to leave that. No, I won't leave it. It's too much there. Where's he going? Oh, I see. Good job. The old Grim Reaper. Wah, 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 wah. Wah. Those wide tires. I like those big balloon tires. That's weird. I've got the dust turned up a lot, and look, there's not that much dust comes from oats. Interesting. The dust is only coming from the windrow, I guess, which is kind of weird because it's threshing the other stuff out pretty wide there. I can't stop yawning. Yawning. Straighten my seat up here. Sit up straight and eat your peas. I actually like peas. I had a job in my youth, driving truck. Semi-truck with a set of double trailers. And I started out in the fields, the cornfields, the peas, and I used to always like peas because I would drive out on the field and the combine would come along and shoot the peas in, and I had to drive like, I don't know, 100, 200 miles to the plant, the Del Monte plant, and deliver the peas. But I used to always grab a bucket, fill it with peas, take it, sit there and eat peas. Raw peas. They were good. I loved them. I'm stuck on a feeling. high on believing that you stole my pie. Oh yeah, get back with my pie. Hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song? Now there's a country song for you. Somebody done somebody wrong song. That's almost like the one looking for love in all the wrong places, you know. Whoa, stop. Whoa, where are you going? Evidently the windshield needs to be cleaned. All right, I'll tell you what, I might as well, while he can't figure out how to get around these trees, I might as well go around the field, I guess. So we'll back old Grim Reaper up. Yeah, reminds me back in the day of 8 tracks. We had an 8-track player in our car, my car. I had an 8-track player in the car, and I had a set of speakers in the back. And the speakers were built in a wedge. You know, they were built kind of like that, where it was flat on a wedge, and then the front part was the speaker. And those would sit in the back. On the back deck of the behind the passenger seats, and I put extra long cords on them from the stereo so that if I wanted, which I did quite often, we'd roll the windows down in the back of the car, we'd take the speakers out and put them on top of the car, and then we'd turn the 8 tracks up, and we'd go out to some country road someplace, and we'd park in the middle of the road and put those speakers up there, and then we'd sit on the hood of the car and just watch the stars. We'd get out on the highway and dance. Not a lot of traffic. It was a country highway, country road. Take me home, country road. And that's what we did for fun. We got to talking about this with the kids the other day, because, you know, what the hell do they can't do anything without their stupid phones and their iPods and that kind of stuff. And we kept telling them we didn't have crap like that when we were kids. Well, what'd you do for fun? Well, I did have a stereo in my car, and I had speakers, and we would put speakers on top of the car, sit out, watch the moonlight, and dance in the middle of the street, and that's what we did. We'd drive to Yakima and drive the Strip. We'd drive down First Avenue. At the one end of First Avenue was a parking lot of a Monkey Ward's department store. On the other end of the Strip was a drive-in, a hamburger drive-in place, and you know, the ones that used to bring your food out to your car. We had one of those, and it had a big circular drive in it. So we would flip Huey's there and head back down the First Avenue. Now, First Avenue in Yakima was 2 lanes both ways. So that's all we do is just drive up and down the avenue all night, hooting and hollering at everybody else's hot rods. We all had hot cars because you made them yourself. You bought a car and you fixed it up, man. You jacked it up. You put we put clam dumps on them, and you know, we'd take you had fiberglass mufflers, and we'd take a little bit of gasoline and burn the fiberglass out so that they would rumble. They would whoa, 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 whoa. They make a rumbling sound, the engines, and we had clam dumps. The pipe from the engine would come down underneath the car, the exhaust pipes. We had a bullet, what they called a bullet muffler, one on each side, so we had two pipes running down from the engine. And then when it got to the back axle, like this is your back axle, when it got to the back, the pipe would go up and over the rear axle and go straight down to the highway, like this. On the end of that pipe, we would put what looked like a big coffee can, so that the sound and everything would expand, and it would bounce off the highway. So if you had a car that was whoa, 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 that would be bouncing off that highway from that clam dump. And I don't think they were legal, but everybody did it. I had a Dodge Dart Swinger, had a 440. It had two 4-barrel carburetors in it. It had headers. It had a balanced engine on it, what we used to call a blueprinted engine. And it was hot. Nobody beat me on the drag strip. We had a Yakima Valley had a drag strip out in the country. And on certain weekends, we could go and race anybody you wanted. I'd be in a race with a Volkswagen. You know, whoever wanted to race, hey, you want to race? Yeah, get on that lane, I'll get on this lane, off you'd go. I raced my motorcycle, I raced my car, I raced my Volkswagen. We raced everything. The old commute time. Okay, he's gonna do it again. Dang it. Go right in the trees. So, and then they'd say, what else did you do for fun? We had what they called hay rides. Again, I was a country boy. So we would take the hay wagon and a tractor, and we'd fill it with hay bales, straw bales, not hay bales, but straw bales. And we'd just take the tractor down the country road as slow as could be. Everybody'd pile on the trailer, and we'd just have a lot of fun. You know, just hooting and hollering. We had a little hootenanny. In the wintertime, we'd get snow, about 3-4 feet of snow. And one of our pastures had a dip in it. So, you know, it was fairly flat, and then it would go downhill quite a ways, and it would bottom out, and it would bottom out for about, 20 feet, and then come back up and match the height of the other side. So there was a big gully that ran through this pasture. It didn't go all the way through, but it went most of the way through. And the cows didn't care. They'd eat grass that was on a hill. They didn't care. So we just plant grass out there for the cows to eat. It was just a pasture. But in the wintertime, we would build it'd take us a day or two to go out and cut wood in the forest. We'd bring it and pile it up on the top of the pasture, top side. We'd start a big bonfire, and then I'd invite the whole school. Now, they didn't all come, but most of them did. We'd invite the whole school. We'd have a little fire to make hot chocolate. We had sleds going up and down that hill. So we'd sled to the bottom of the hill, walk back up, sit around the bonfire. And that's what we did. We didn't have TV and telephones and shit-a-doodle-doo like you guys have nowadays. We had to make our own fun. And a lot of times it was dangerous. We didn't have a telephone, but it was a party line. which meant that every country house on that road had the same phone line, and you just picked it up if you needed to call somebody, and you have to listen to see if anybody else was already on the phone. If they were, you'd say, "Excuse me," and you'd hang up and wait your turn. And if it was an emergency, you'd go on and state that you have an emergency, and everybody would hang up, and you'd make your call. And of course, whenever you have a conversation, you can hear heavy breathing somebody's always listening. And that's where the gossip came from. But yeah, that's what we had for a telephone. We got a black and white TV, I think, when I was a freshman in high school. No, wait. Yeah. I was in junior high, I guess, when we got our first TV, a little black and white TV. The only person in town I knew that had a color TV was my uncle. And so we used to go to my uncle's house and watch color TV. There were only a couple of things that were color. I used to watch the Wild Wild West. I think in season 3 or 4, they went to color. At least the first and second season, the Wild Wild West was black and white. Then it went to color. I think some of Bonanza was color, but most of the TV shows were black and white. There were only 3 channels: ABC, NBC, and CBS. And one of them, for the life of me, I can't think of which one. I think it was either ABC or NBC I think it was ABC that didn't come in very good. All you had to get TV was an antenna on your house, and if you had to point it the right way. And 2 channels came in pretty good, but the third one didn't. The one that came in pretty good was the Peacock, which I think was CBS. Or no, the Peacock was NBC. CBS was the eye. It had a big black eye looking thing. And I don't remember what ABC was, but because it didn't come in very good. It was yellow, your first TV. Remember when we were talking about those old jokes we used to tell, like Yellow River by I.P. Freely? I thought of another one. Under the Bleachers with Seymour Butts. Under the Bleacher by Seymour Butts. We had 1,000 of those. I can't remember any of them. We used to tell dead baby jokes. We used to tell little retard jokes. There was a whole bunch of stuff we would do. You had to make your own fun. There was no talking to your friends on the phone. Even though we had a phone, we didn't get to use it. Like I said, it was a party phone. It was harder than hell to get on the line anyway. And there was no sitting around talking to your friends. The folks would say, get off your ass and walk to your friend's house. Or ride your bike there. Get the hell out of the house. We left the house early morning. We'd have a bowl of cereal, usually either cornflakes or shredded wheat or Wheaties. We'd have a bowl of Wheaties. Did you say fun? We did. Lori, how you doing? We'd have a bowl of Wheaties or a bowl of shredded wheat or a bowl of cornflakes, and then we left the house. We didn't come back till dinner time. Our folks never knew where in the hell we even were, and we could have been anywhere. We just wandered. We'd go to a friend's house, and then we'd go to somebody else's house, and then we'd pick up a gang, and we'd walk around, and we'd head out of town. We'd go in town. We'd go from that side of town to that side of town, just causing mischief. That was what we did for fun. But we never went home. Like I say, we didn't get home till dinner time. And we went to bed. We showered once a week. On Sunday, we showered. And we had to share bath water. There were 13 of us, remember? So some of the older ones like me, we didn't get clean water. We're lucky if it was still warm. But it was just the way life was. Twice a year we got new clothes that weren't hand-me-downs. And we got new clothes for school. And we got a new outfit for Easter. And then the Easter outfit we usually wore at Christmas for Mass too. So, but yeah, we always got a new Easter outfit. Life was simple, but it was fine. We were fine. We all had to work. That's how we got clothes for school. We would pick fruit in the fall, and we would do whatever job we could do during other times, like cutting asparagus or tending the trees out in the forest or in the orchards. Or that's what I did. And we just worked, and all of our money, as kids, all of our money, we'd go out and pick apples, and all of our money would go in a pot. And then when school started, we got to take that money and go buy new school clothes, pencils and papers and peaches and whatever we needed. New pair of pants, new shoes. If we needed, we had a special PE outfit. It was a pair of shorts, sneakers and a pair of socks, a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Now the t-shirt was kind of thick because it was like it wasn't one what would you say? It was like two pieces of cloth put together, sewn together in a jersey that was interchangeable. You turned it inside out. One side was blue and the other side was red. So if we played games in PE, okay, this side of the room you're blue, this side you're red, and we'd flip our shirts inside out, so we'd be the blue team. And so we bought that with the money that we had to earn ourselves. We got more little brothers and sisters for toys. We didn't get toys. We had to play with the kids. I can tell you some pretty sour times. Being towards the older, I was on the high side of in between on the age. So I had, let's see, a brother. I had two brothers and two sisters that were older than me, and the rest of the 13 were younger than me. So I was right in the middle. And some of the stuff we had to do, we had little kids in diapers. Well, you didn't have Pampers and Loves back then. You had a piece of cloth that you had to fold into a diaper and put it on with safety pins. And when those got shat and pissed in, us older kids had to take them into the toilet in the cold water and scrub the shit out of them, so that our stepmom could wash them in the washing machine. That was our job. It was a joy. Don't feed them little kids corn, because we're going to have to clean it out of their diapers. Yeah, that's what life was about. And we all had to sleep together because, we only had we had a 3-bedroom house that my dad built a porch into a bedroom, a front porch. He enclosed it and built it into a bedroom. That gave us four rooms. Of course, my parents had one, and the rest of us 13, we had a room for the boys, a room for the girls, and then the third room was for the little kids, the littler ones, because boys and girls could sleep together when they were just little kids. So the older boys had one room, the older girls had another room, and the little kids shared the third room. It was fine. We didn't have any issues. We didn't, and I don't even consider us poor. We weren't poor. We could get. I mean, I can remember going to the store and buying albums, record albums. We had a record player. We bought stuff. We had to work for it. You know, that's where part of our money went. You know, that we earned for picking fruit and stuff. There was nothing wrong with that. We didn't have our money. It was our money. It wasn't my money. It wasn't your money. It was our money. And we'd have to kind of go in, have a consensus of how we were going to spend it. You know, so everybody wanted a record player, so we bought a record player, and everybody, you know, the consensus was, okay, we've only got so much money to buy a couple albums, and we'd have to come to a consensus of who it was. Was it Elvis? Was it the Beatles? Well, the Beatles weren't out for a while, but Tim got around out again. So we'd have to come to a consensus of what we bought for music. We did have a lot of Elvis. A lot of times we'd have those compilation albums where it'd have groups of different artists in it. Tim says he's harvesting sunflowers with Coors Play. That's where all that beer's coming from. It's Coors. Tim's using Coors Play and buying new tractors. Buying new tractors. You can only imagine what holidays were like in my family with 13 kids. But like I say, we never considered ourselves poor. We pretty much could get what we needed. We just had to work for it. And, you know, if somebody, in later years, somebody asked, would your 13 kids, wow, you guys must have been dirt poor. You know, you couldn't feed them all. I said, no, we had plenty of food. My dad made pretty good money. He worked for a sugar factory. My stepmom didn't work. But so it was a one-income family, but all of us kids worked. Especially by the time I got into high school, I had pretty much a full-time job. I'd cut asparagus in the morning for a farmer that lived down the road, and then we had a little patch of asparagus ourselves. So I would go out and cut that first, and then run to his house and cut a little bit of asparagus, and then I'd catch the school bus. After school, I had a job in the local orchards. So depending on what time of year it was, you have to take care of the trees year round. They need to be watered, and they need pruning and thinning, and then of course harvesting and that kind of stuff. There's always something to do. And then of course hay time, I'd be out bucking hay. There was always work. So, you know, we did perfectly fine. We weren't poor by any means. I knew a lot of families that were a lot poorer than we were. I mean, I had a couple friends that they couldn't. Remember I told you about those PE jerseys? I had some friends that couldn't afford to buy those. So they had to go to a Army surplus store and buy a pair of boxing shorts and a t-shirt. And the one kid couldn't even afford tennis shoes. He had to wear Army boots because his folks bought him a pair of boots from the local Army surplus store. They were pig farmers. They lived out in the farm. And matter of fact, if you remember me talking about getting in fist fights, that was one of them. I got in a fist fight because some kid was bullying this kid about his Army boxers and his Army boots because he couldn't afford tennis shoes. And So me and this kid had a few words, and we met after school, and I ended up kicking his ass. But anytime I ever got in any kind of altercation, it was always for somebody else. There wasn't any lack of bullies, even back then. And the interesting thing is, because I've talked about this in the past, and people say, "Wow, how much you must have been, a badass or a mean guy." No, I only had to get in 2 fights, but it's how I did it. I didn't take no shit, man. I just dropped them, and then nobody else bothered me. If I'd come up and say, "Stop picking on that guy, he's a friend of mine, just stop," and they would stop because they knew that I would, whether I won or not didn't matter. I'd at least cause them some damage. Whether I won the fight or not didn't matter. Plus, we didn't get in many fights anyway because there were 13 of us. Can you imagine going to school with 13 siblings and somebody picks on one of them? And that afternoon on the playground, 12 other kids walk up and surround you and say, "You were picking on our little brother this morning. That's going to stop." So yeah, we took care of ourselves. We just carried an army around with us. Miss Nelson, how are you? Well, looks like the oats are off. We can feed the horses again. Ah! I hit a tree. Yeah, I was pretty lucky. I had 2 cousins. One cousin was into comic books, and he was an only child, and his folks bought him anything he wanted. And so since he loved comic books, he had every comic book he wanted. So I spent a lot of time at his house. My other cousin had an older brother, 2 older brothers actually, and they had a big Playboy collection. So me and the comic book cousin and the other cousin, we spent a lot of time at each other's house. We went from one house to another. It was either Playboy or comic books. Is it Superman or Playboy? I was more into Superman myself, but Batman, Superman, that was my thing. But and all of us were the same age, us cousins. We were all exactly the same age, which was kind of weird, but anyway. There you go. All right. I don't need to do that. I can just take it over. Craig says he's living in Funny Farm. I live in a funny farm. Yeah, I've been there, Lori. I've been there. There we go. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Why would you want to skin a cat? And if you did, why do you need more than one way to do it? Never made any sense to me. Yeah, so I've had people say, well, it sounds like you had some hard times when you were a kid. Well, we didn't know it. We didn't know we had hard times, but, we didn't see it that way. Thing of it is, though, that's what makes you who you are. The old saying, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, that's pretty much true. What don't kill you makes you stronger. All right, I need to. Let's grab this tractor here and grab the old quicker picker upper. Fetch up that straw off the field. What's interesting is I'm gonna have to have my kids watch this stuff because my kids never get to hear stories about when I was a kid. And I've had people say, "You don't tell your kids about what things were like when you." Not really. Most of the stuff we did, I would kill them if they attempted. we did some pretty scary things. Of course, my kids are. I can talk to them now. God, they're in their 40s now. My youngest is 30. What is she? 37, 38. Yeah, I think my youngest just turned 38. Jeff is 40. Jeff's the one I can remember the easiest because he's exactly 30 years younger than me. So if he was 30, I'd be 60. My dad was exactly 30 years older than me. So my dad would be 100 this year if he was still alive. And then Erin is 2 years older than Jeff, so Erin's 42. She's the oldest. So yeah, I can talk to them now. I don't have to worry about them doing some of the crazy shit that I did. Now they can tell me the crazy shit they did that I never knew about. Erin has let slip a few times that she snuck out at night when we didn't know it. Addie's doing fine. She's back at school. Went trick-or-treating the other night with her friends. Came back with a bunch of candy that I ate. I didn't eat her candy. Pick up the straw on the side of the road. Trying to figure out what that black mark was there in the field. I thought it was a crow stuck in the ground. It doesn't kill you the first time I come back. Sounds like, you know what? Everybody's favorite disease now. Uh-oh. Looks like I missed a strip. It's going to have to stay missed. I don't think I'm coming back. Look at this precision driving here. Adventures with the Rude Man. See, it's things like this that I talk about. What I've talked about today is things like this where I kept thinking, I can't understand how these people that are listening to me think I'm 30 years old. And then I tell stories like I was telling today. And it's like, you're not getting it. I wouldn't know the stuff I'm talking about if I didn't live it. Spectacle Island was a lot of fun. I had fun with that one. I had to play it. The Alien Jim came in my one of my games one day. Alien Jim came in. He's the author, and he apologized to me because all the fields had lots of trees on them, and people were complaining. So he went in and redid the map and reduced the trees by at least 2/3. And I had already cut them all down and plowed the fields. And he came in and said, sorry, there's a new game and you're going to have to start a new game. What? No. Well, I reduced the number of trees. God. You bum, you. After I'd done all that work. I can't remember, but it seems to me like I said to hell with it. I just kept the old game. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. Maybe I did. Maybe I started over, but I can't remember. Anyway, I wore myself out today telling stories, so I'm kind of tired now. Grandpa needs a map. A map? I need a map to my bedroom so I can take a nap. I feel like Dora the Explorer. Map. Anyway, time for me to go. Weekend's coming. Don't forget, you get an extra hour sleep this weekend. So don't forget to set your time back, especially if you have to get up to work the next morning. That's this Sunday. Oh, joy. Have a good time. Glad to have you guys here. Hope to see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of your families. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now. I always hit the wrong button. I'm doing it again, hitting the wrong button.